Shalom, shalom, family. Shalom, shalom. Welcome back. Welcome back. All right, so I'm coming on today to make a few corrections to some things I stated. All right, as you can tell by the title, Iberomaurusian Correction, and also Q&A. So if anybody has any questions or anything, any comments, any questions, any suggestions, so go ahead and drop them in the chat. And throughout this video real quick, while I'm breaking down what I mean by Iberomaurusian corrections. All right, so again, we shouldn't be here this long or that long unless you all have questions. All right, unless you all have questions. So again, this is a quick correction video, so you don't go around here saying things, all right, that's not definitive as of now. And this is also a quick Q&A if anybody has any questions while I'm on here. All right, so give me a second. I'm going to share my screen. And we're going to get into it real quick. So it was about a few weeks ago, well, a month ago. Within this video, I made the statement within a video, West African / Bantu, Ancient Near Eastern Connection. I made the statement that E1B1A was found within the Iberomaurusian samples as if it was a definitive statement. All right. However, I reached out to some geneticists that was contributing to the paper and just got some clarification. And I needed the clarification because of this site here, right? It shows that indeed there is an E1B1A sample amongst the Tauferot, but it cannot be confirmed with a study. And that's what we need to confirm this sample with a study. But once I show you their response, it's going to make a little sense, and it's not too bad. It's not bad at all, but it's possible that this site is right. We just need an updated paper to confirm it. So within the Iberomaurusian samples, we know that majority of them was E1B1B. But on this particular site, we see one with an E1B1A sample, and it's the second one, individual 6, object TA F009, all right, ID 546, and it even has the source to it. The difference is it's in 2019, and the other ones are in 2020. The other samples are from 2020, so it's possible that the paper was updated. I'm just going to show you all that the rest of them was E1B1B as well before I continue. But the first one's E1B1. One second. All right. All right. So again, this is the E1B1A sample, the second one, and the rest are E1B1Bs. And just to confirm that this is E1B1A, we're just going to do a quick Google search. Do a quick Google search just to confirm that this is E1B1A that this site is showing. All right. So let me share my other one. 1 second. And shalom, shalom, family. Again, if you have any questions, comments, please go ahead and drop them because this is a correction video and a quick Q&A. So please, 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 you have questions, comments, go ahead and drop them, and I'll get to it. So if we type in the haplogroup EZ 5994, we'll see that it's EM2 descendant or EM2 mutation. All right, and that's E1B1A. So just confirming that again. So I ended up reaching out to a geneticist from the paper, and I'm just going to show what I asked, and then I'm going to show their response. All right. Because again, we cannot be out here saying things that isn't or that is not 100% definitive. All right. So I'm not going to show their email in particular. What I'm going to try not to. Let me see. All right. So I emailed them. I said, "Good morning, doctor. My name is William Ball, and I am reaching out regarding your Iberomaurusian samples within the Tauferot in or of Morocco. Interestingly, I came across a site showing that there was a E1B1A sample found amongst the samples. However, in the Paleocene North African genomes leaking Near Easterners and Sub-Saharan African human populations paper, no such sample is mentioned, which is true. You will not find an E1B1A sample within the paper. The closest thing you will find is them mentioning Bantu Levant ancestry and Yoruba or Yoruba component being amongst these people as well. And I go on to say specifically, the sample was ID 546, object ID TAF009, and core legal skeleton individual 6 with haplogroup or with the haplogroup EZ5994, which is EM2 sub-Saharan African. And I asked, is there any official works or documents where I can locate this sample? And I said I will leave the link to the site below. And I even left a depiction, a screenshot of the sample. All right. So this is their response. Dear William, thank you for your email and your interest in our research. I have rechecked the Y chromosome haplotyping information in the supplementary of our respective paper. See the attachment. Have the supplementary paper, so we're going to review that. And it says we typed all 4 males, including TAF009, which is the one I'm inquiring about or I'm wondering about. That's mentioned as E1B1A on the other site, as we saw. So let me just go back real quick because so we can verify that. So again, TAF009, right? So I'm just sharing my screen. Go to that one real quick, just to show. Again, on this site right here, TAF009 is showing up as a EM2 haplotype or E1B1A, right? So let's go back to the email. All right, so she goes on to say that that specific individual or individual 6 or sample TAF009 was listed as a E1B1B lineage, but it says, however, the diagnostic position for Y haplogroup assignments are regular updated. It is a possibility that some of the mutations that we have included on the E1B1 branch recently got assigned to the E1B1A branch instead. All right, so that could be what we're seeing on this site. The only problem is we don't have a paper to verify this or to show that it's been updated. She says in the supplementary table S16 indeed lists different mutations for TAF009 compared to other males. But this could have also been the result of the lower frequencies sequence quality. Says, hope this answers your questions. Please let me know if I can provide further information. All right. So again, the important thing for this or from this is that she says, or the geneticist says, however, the diagnosis position for the Y haplogroup assignments are regularly updated. It is possible that some of the mutations that we included on the E1B1B branch recently got assigned to the E1B1A branch instead. All right. So again, the site could be right, or it could have updated it to E1B1A because it found a different mutation. However, again, we don't have a paper confirming that, so it's not 100% definitive as of now. So let me just go to the paper real quick. All right. And yes, indeed, I don't want you all running out saying that yes, E1B1A was found amongst the samples, because again, it's not 100% definitive or factual as of yet. All right. But again, if you have any questions, go ahead and drop them real quick while I get this paper up. 1 second. All right. I might have to share my whole screen for this one. No, I won't. All right, so again, she said that it's possible, or they said that it's possible that the haplogroup, or that this specific sample was updated because it had a specific E1B1A mutation. But again, we don't have a recent paper, 2022, confirming it. So I'm just going to show you the specific mutations that she was talking about with this TAF009 sample. All right. And these are all the specific mutations that she's talking about. All right. I'm not that up to speed on all the different mutations and all that. Still learning, but again, we just correcting statements that's made. And even right here, it says all individuals could be assigned to haplogroup E1B1B, and 5 of them more specifically to E1B1 1A1 EM78. All right. But again, I do advise you to get this paper and read this paper. Got some good information in it. All right. Yes, brother, I already showed the email, but I'll go back and show it one more time if you just now tuning in. If you just now tuning in, go back and show it one more time. And again, I said I wasn't going to be here this long. All right, I'll drop the link for the paper for you. 1 second. But again, I said I wasn't going to be here that long, but if you do have questions, comments, go ahead and show it or drop it. If not, once I get done wrapping this up, I will be ending this because I do have homework and stuff. 1 second. Yeah, man, I got this email this morning and I wanted to make sure to update everyone. But here's the link to the paper. If you can't use it on that site, you can probably just search the title of the paper and find it on another site that's free. I don't really have any concluding thoughts on this paper as of yet. Not as of yet. I just know that they do have connections to the Natufians, who are the Proto-Semites. And there was a so-called Yoruba component or admixture amongst them. That's about it. But no E1B1A samples as of yet, or definitive. But let me share my screen for the brother because he wanted to see the email. So again, I reached out. Let me see. Go back over. So I reached out earlier last week. I said, good morning, doctor. My name is William Ball. Reaching out regarding your Iberomaurusian samples within the Tafra of Morocco. Interestingly, I came across the site or a site showing that there was an E1B1A sample found amongst the samples. However, in the paper, Paleocene North African genomes, there was no such sample mentioned. All right. Again, there was no such sample mentioned, but it says specifically the sample was ID 546, ID or object ID TAF009, Corlearo skeletal, individual 6, and Y haplogroup EZ5994, which is EM2 Sub-Saharan African. Is there any official works or documents where I can locate this sample? And I will leave the link to the site below. Left this link to the site, and I even left a screenshot of the sample. Again, we already confirmed that that is E1B1A. And then again, here's her response, or their response. All right, it says, thank you for your interest, or excuse me, thank you for your email and your interest in our research. I have reckoned the Y chromosomal haplotype or rechecked the Y chromosomal haplotype information in the supplementary of our respective paper. See the attachments. We typed all 4 males, including TAF009, and this is the one we was interested in or inquiring about because it was showing as E1B1A, but she said, or they said that it was typed as E1B1B. But this goes on to say, however, the diagnostics position for the Y haplogroup assignments are regularly updated. It is a possibility that some of the mutations that we included on the E1B1B branch recently got assigned to E1B1A instead. So again, that's possibly why the site was showing that, but we don't have, an updated paper. So until we get an updated paper, then we can start saying or using that as a definitive source. All right. But it goes on to say supplementary table S16 indeed lists different mutations of TAF009 compared to the other males. But this could also have been the result of the lower sequence quality. All right. So again, that was it. See if anyone has any questions real quick. Let's see. Family point out how I showed the same thing, unbiased witness. I told everyone that Motorman was E1B1A leaking to the north, though E1B made also E1B1B. All right, facts. What did the original E1B1B peoples look like? I imagine like the Hammer people of Ethiopia. Yeah, you can say they look like I guess you could say Ethiopic people. Maybe I have to show some pictures one day, but they would have been a Negroid looking people, not sub-Saharan African, but a Negroid looking people, black people. I would say they would be black. I do know that the Hebrew of Israel has done some work and showed pictures, so or showed the pictures of what they would look like. So you can check out his page because he's already done work on that. Let's see. Brother says Semite lineages, but Israel according to present evidence. I don't believe so. Because it's monophylactic. These haplogroups were passed down. I don't believe they'll be Israelites, 12,000 years ago. Yeah. So yes, that's it. I mean, they were before the Israelites, so they couldn't be Israelites. All right. But again, if anyone has any more questions, leave a few minutes, a few seconds for you all to drop it. All right. Brother says, thank God I've been acquiring about this because it's pseudo folk making false claims. Yes, we can't be making false claims or being pseudo. And even if we find out something isn't 100% true, we can't just sit on the information like, I ain't gonna let everyone know that this isn't, all the way true, or correct. So again, I didn't want anybody, that watches my channel, going out and saying, hey, there was an E1B1A sample amongst the Tafarot, because we don't have that, all the way definitive as of now. All right. So give you about one more minute if anyone has any more questions. All right. If not, I'll see you all this Shabbat, y'all willing, for another presentation or something. I'm gonna find something to get into. Yes, brother. We definitely can build on E being in summer. We definitely can. All right, family. I'll say shalom. You all enjoy the rest of your all's day. About to grab a bite to eat, get started on some work. All right. See you all this Shabbat.